Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO One Piece set review. Today we are looking at set number 75640. This is the Baratie floating restaurant set. It has 3,402 pieces and is retailing for $329.99 USD or $379.99 Canadian. This is going to be available beginning on August the 1st, but I was able to find this here early in a store in Canada. This is a massive 18 plus set. It has so many characters here, a ton of them exclusive outfits and different things. It's very, very exciting. You can see as well on the back of the box, there is 5 random wanted posters inside. And there's just so much going on in the interior here. So let's go ahead. Let's take a closer look at this set. All right, here is everything built. If you want, you could find time codes and chapters down below. If you want to hop around to just the minifigures, the smaller boat, the exterior, interior, all that can be found down below. All right, let's start with the Baratie first. The size is insane. Like, look at it here next to Luffy. It's just a massive set. Look at it next to the Going Merry here, just for a bit of a size comparison. Like, this is an incredible model of a play set, display set. It's just wow. I think I'd like to start up here in the front, because this is, I think, what a lot of people's eyes go to first, and they see this huge fish mouth here opened up, which I think is really cool. Now, it's interesting here on the side, that's not a window. They've turned this into a window, but this is actually meant to be a door here. And they shrunk down the back of the Going Merry as well. So it's just interesting how they're playing with the depth and size and scale for some of these sets. But speaking of scales here, this fish is just, oh my goodness. The build here for the mouth is amazing, using all of those tube bendy pieces there. It looks incredible. I love the eyes, these big bow pieces there for the top of the head. And just looking at the mouth from the front, like, this is just crazy to see here how they've done this. So this is sort of the equivalent of like a patio area for the restaurant. You've got these 2 tables, which are the shield pieces there. So you've got a bottle on one and a little cup on the other. 2 studs for you to actually place figures here on the seats. I also like, you're going to see this throughout this all, but the little bits of water and waves crashing up on this. I think there could have been some variation with maybe some transparent clear pieces there, but you'll see as you continue through. Like, that's all around here. And even here to the main dock entrance for the set. This, of course, has a very important play feature and scene depicted here. The idea being that you take different figures that you want to have duels. Specifically, though, in the set, we have Mihawk and Zoro. And what you do is you then can actually have them fighting and clashing. Of course, it doesn't really work when he's got the smaller knife. But bringing out the big sword there, you can see how this works. And you can, of course, actually have, wow, he won the duel. But yeah, I think that's really fun, simple little play feature. The design for the dock looks really good with all the different planks and tiles and different colors with dark brown, even underneath with some studs exposed there too. That also just leaves a lot of space for you to place just a bunch of figures actually walking around here on the dock. And even with the exposed studs, I guess even here in the front, you would be able to actually extend this out. Again, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but the whole dock here in the front, this whole section is removable and detachable. So again, you can connect and make your own expansions to make this even bigger. And speaking of docks, you've got this smaller one here for this platform for an entrance and exit here for the kitchen staff. You've got the crossbones there with a chef's hat as well as a knife and a fork, which is fun. I don't think this necessarily means anything here, but this is actually attached with some clips. Now, you do attach the clips there, and then you push down with those studs from the dark tan pieces. But again, just gives you some options to expand out the whole dock. The main entrance here is just, wow. I'm overwhelmed by talking about stuff. You've got these really cool mermaid statues here holding some lanterns. I like the hairpiece there in sand green. And the design for this here, just the angle that this is on, the colors and everything, it looks great. There's actually quite a number of stickers here. You've got a sticker on the door. I like the windows there, as well as you've got a sticker there with the Baratie name. As well as above all these cool bows in gold and everything, you've got this piece here, this shield in transparent purple with a sticker for that window. That gives me major LEGO Dimensions vibes. You've also got hanging on both sides there a lantern, which has a sticker there as well for those little white specks. Just looking at it here, the overall design of this is remarkable, just with this gold trim that continues all throughout this here, as well as the tiles and just the facade that the Lego set has of this being a ship is really, really cool. You've also got all of these flaps that can actually be closed because it's supposed to be where the cannons were, but now they are windows since this has been repurposed into a restaurant, which I think is kind of fun. The detailing there as well for this red trim. And just to show you what it looks like here from the back, this is the rear of the ship, and I love the angles and the different wall panels and everything that'll play a part of when you see the interior. Again, the detailing here is just incredible. You've got more windows and everything here for you to close this down, but those red stripes and everything, the gold trim, all continues up here to the front, which you do actually have a sticker there for a little window. I love this little bit of detail there. That's all brick built. And above the head here, you've got this little bit of detailing. Now we're sort of on the roof of the ship, or at least this next level, and you can see we've got the rails here, which looks really great using all of the telescope pieces there in gold. And here, I love the build here for all the minifigure heads stacked on top of each other, as well as these little connection points there. You've got 2 windows on each side, as well as a big sticker there for the Baratie logo. For some reason, this whole top part is a modular, and you can actually remove and detach it. I have no clue why you would, since this really isn't covering anything up. But continuing around here on this level, you've got a table there with a lime, as well as this rotating seat that can actually move up and down. You have that same build over here, but with a silver chalice. Over here in the corner, you've got that same exact build from before. Over here on this side, all we've got is a flower pot. And continuing through, again, I think we're playing with scale here, but we've got these smaller rails there. This design over here looks good. Some more windows and different things, and you've got this piece over here. You've got a lantern build there. And speaking of lanterns, you've also got some over here on the back. I'm not sure why we are actually tiling this off with 2 slices as well as a 1x2 tile when that piece literally exists. Maybe it just doesn't exist in gold yet. The top part here looks like its own ship, which you've got some more windows and different things here. The design for the front is very interesting here with all of these like horn pieces there, or tusks, as well as the wings and everything. And for the center bits here, it sort of looks like a lighthouse, which looks really cool with just how the slopes actually continue to shrink in size as you go up. All right, let's go ahead and now let's step inside the restaurant. All right, here is what the interior looks like. There's so much to go through with this set. I will say, I want you to keep this in your mind as you go through. As I was building this, and just the incredible main entranceway, the staircases, and the kitchen. Oh my goodness. I look at this and I'm like, could maybe recolor this and make it an iceberg lounge. My mind's always thinking about superheroes. It's a little tough to see, but in the entranceway, there's a wanted poster, one of the random ones. And on the other side, there's another one on display as well. All right, now that we're past that hallway here, it's remarkable. Like, I look at this and I'm like, I can't believe I just built this. Like, there's so much detail here that you're not even capturing and seeing it all. It's really great. But I love the tile work there in the center. I think that looks really cool, just using all those different tiles to sort of create that pattern. You've also got 2 seats there, as well as the center bit there as well. That's just such an interesting build in the middle here with this green piece there around all of these mech fingers. The design for these booths are really cool. They're actually angled there, and they even match the design on the floor. So if you open this up a bit, you'll notice some gaps and different things, but I don't think you're meant to actually rotate it. But you are able to actually sit figures around here at the table, which I think is very impressive. Just such a simple build, but being able to have figures all sitting around this table there, curved, is amazing. Over here on this side, you've just got a different meal on the table. All right, so it's not the easiest to show, but you do have this counter over there, which has like some bottles and different things stacked on top next to a wanted poster. You've also got this lamp underneath the stairs, and you've got some steps leading down into the area that we saw before, which even has this bar that you couldn't notice before, which even has this bar using the curved window pieces there to create the counter. Over here on this side, you've got that same lamp design, as well as on the wall, all these little diamonds with the tiles angled there. You can open this door to step inside the kitchen, which has some really cool tile work there as well. And you've also got all these sections that are actually removable. So here you've got a stovetop with a pan with an egg. Over here, you've got a crab about to be boiled in this big bowl, as well as one piece of green tile or something. Those diamonds continue there on that wall. And over here on this wall, you've got a fish hanging upside down, a whisk, some pots, a bowl, and an egg. And in behind that all, you can actually lower this panel, and you've got all of these cooking utensils, a spoon, as well as a fork and that big butcher's knife. I don't know about you, but this staircase is remarkable. Just the angle that this is on and the build for this and how it matches and reflects completely on the other side looks great. You do have the fancy cursive B there for the Baratie, which looks really cool, and which is a sticker. Speaking of stickers, there in the center, you've got this giant kraken or squid. That's actually from the show. It's a live action interpretation of something that already is existing from One Piece. Over here, we have the Cook Pirates there being represented from that battle that we see in a flashback. And over here, we've got this sign there for fine quality dining at the Baratie. Up top here, we've got this big balcony here with another dining table, 2 chairs, as well as a wanted poster in the back. And this little door that can open up to step inside of Zeph's office. You've got a little spinning seat there. On the fancy table there, you've got a compass, a map on the wall, and also a snail. Also over here, we've got this cabinet, and I'm going to use one of the katanas to open it. Let me know if you know what that is inside. It's this pearlescent piece there with a flower on top. I've consulted with some One Piece experts, and they weren't sure. And on the other side, again, we've got another balcony here with another table and a seat. Our 5th and final wanted poster. And those steps then lead up here to the top floor that we looked at before. Now up above that onto the final floor here, separating this again because it's easier, you could see that this is what's called the treasure room. So you've got a little geode there, a candle, a chalice, some sort of bottle. Also the floor tiling looks really cool with the dark red and dark blue. You've got a sword and again some more jewels and different things. You've got one of the new Minecraft ladder pieces there to get access to the sides, although there's nothing really going on these balconies. Here is Mihawk's ship, which looks really cool. I love the design and the shape of this. If you didn't know, it's actually a coffin. This could have easily been a gift with purchase or its own side little build, but this is really cool. I like the candles, and again, the shaping of this. The sails there, too, look really great and how they've designed that with the different tile pieces. Here's Luffy. Technically speaking, this figure is exclusive to the set for a couple of reasons. Number one, the hat and hair combo there, the straw hat, this with the black hair is exclusive to only the Going Merry. But then also the face underneath is this smile on one side and then this angry fighting expression on the other, which is exclusive to the Arlong Park set. So this combination sort of technically makes this version exclusive. Looks great. I love the torso printing there, as well as the legs, the dual molded with the tattered shorts, as well as the sandals, and you've even got some back torso printing there. He has so many outfits on the Baratie that would have been so much better to have here exclusive. Here's Zoro, unfortunately not exclusive, but looks good though. Like the dual molded arms, the torso there, as well as he's got 2 black katanas. He's got a smirk on one side, and if you remove the Superman hair here in the bright green, you can see on the other side he's got this expression there where he's fighting, but also it's supposed to be him when he's actually holding the katana with his mouth, which is really cool. He's also got this black bandana included as well. And this one piece is actually designed so that you can actually remove the katana without having to take the head off. Here's Nami, who, in my opinion, should have had a exclusive outfit here, the one with the pink shirt, but the legs could have been reused, the face and all that, the hair, that's fine. But anyways, it's still a good figure. It just is, I think, besides Luffy, the one that appears the most in a bunch of different sets. Removing the hair here, you could see that she's got a smirk on one side and this angry expression on the other. Very detailed torso printing there, as well as the leg printing. Here is Usopp, who is slingshotless in this set, but it's still a really detailed figure. I really like the hair and hat combo here, as well as the satchel in dark yellow. Removing the satchel, you could see the torso printing there a lot better. Looks great how it continues into the legs. He's got a scared expression on the other side, some arm printing, as well as some back torso printing. And here is Sanji, the final member of the Straw Hat Pirates, all included in the set, which is really awesome that they did that here too. Love this outfit. It is a variant here exclusive to the set. His chef outfit looks really cool, and I love the hairpiece that they've created for him so that it can actually cover his eyes, as well as if you remove it, you could see the face has a smirk on one side and a big smile on the other. Here's Zeph using a brand new color here. Looks amazing. That yellow sort of gold. Oh my goodness, but I love the peg leg there included. Should have been silver, but the new beard is amazing, as well as the Zane hairpiece there in this color. Taking that off, you could see the face print there looks really great. I could see a lot of people using this for maybe like a comic book Thor or something. Again, superhero mind here, but love the torso printing there too, as well as over here on the back. Here is Vice Admiral Garp, who looks so perfect. I love the torso printing there, as well as the red epaulette there. The torso looks so cool. I love how it's chained across. You've also got the spiky hair there in light gray, and this angry expression on one side and this upset expression on the other. Here's Kobe with the big glasses. Love that a lot, as well as the hair there in pink looks great. It's a Marine cadet uniform here, so you can see the Marine logo on the back, and then also it says cadet there. And I just love the printing and the dual molded arms there for the sleeves. On the other side of the face, there's this concerned expression. Here's Helmappa, who looks really perfect. This hair is just hilarious and works so darn well. Same torso and legs, which is fine. It makes sense. But the faces also just kill me here. You've got this really awkward smile on one side, and then this scared expression on the other, like the lips quivering. Oh my goodness. Here's Mihawk, who's probably my favorite figure in the entire set, and maybe it's just because of this incredible sword piece here that they have created. Just doesn't even feel real to me when I see that. But the hat there is just perfect. I love the face with the colored eyes there as well. The just printing on the torso, the legs, amazing, even down to the feet. The idea here for this sword is you can remove it from his back there. You could see it's got a little attachment there to the neck piece. And then, of course, you could put it in his hand. And this is what the back torso printing looks like. Anyways, everyone, that is my review of the Baratie floating restaurant set. This is just an incredible set. It just blows me away. Like, the size of this is massive. The build of this, the intricacies, the figures in here, the 10 figures, 7 of them are all exclusive to this set. That's just crazy. Again, I think there is enough outfits to actually make everybody exclusive, but still really solid set here. What do you think of this set? Be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO One Piece set news and reviews just like this one. If you want, at the end here, I've got a playlist of all of the other One Piece sets. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.